Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be documenting my experience with LASIK. So this is the first video of, I guess, 4 or 5 it will be. I'm doing this introduction and talking about why I've decided to do this and my feelings about it. My next video will be heading to my pre-op appointment and all the medications that they give me, and then after that we'll be heading to the actual surgery, and then after the surgery, and then a couple weeks after the surgery. So my feelings, I have been feeling very nervous. Obviously, it's different. I know what to expect, but I don't know how it feels or what's going to happen because I've never done it. So it's kind of like the fear and the unknown, and I feel like I have been inside of my head ever since I booked the appointment and just thinking it, overthinking it. I've watched YouTube videos, probably too many, some with good experiences, some with bad experiences, but the last few that I have watched have been good experiences, so that's making me feel less anxious about the whole thing. Also, because I have been feeling so anxious and nervous about it, I find that I'm getting sick of the feeling of being nervous. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but I'm kind of over it. So I just want to get it done and over with. And I know that once it is done and over with, I'm going to have that great feeling that I got through it and it's over and it's done. I am more excited than I am nervous, and that is why I'm still going through with it. I did almost cancel because of my nerves, but I want it so badly. I have been wearing glasses for almost 30 years, 29 years since I was 14, and I'm 43 now. I've been wearing contact lenses. I don't remember exactly when, but I believe my early 20s, so 2021. So over 20 years wearing contact lenses, and I'm over it. I'm sick of it. I wanted to do this years ago and I just never did. I never bothered. And now I have the means and I have the time. I'm doing it in mid-January. So I just started wearing my glasses. You're not able to wear your glasses, or sorry, your contacts 2 weeks before the pre-op. So I've been wearing my glasses and it's been challenging because I do have a physical job. So I find that they slide off my face, and driving is somewhat difficult. I find it hard sometimes to see my blind spot. I have to turn my head a little bit more. And also I find it difficult to style my hair because when they're on, my straightener or my curler or whatever hits the side of the glasses. And if I take them off, then I can't see what I'm doing. So that has been challenging. But I know I'm not going to need them after a while, so it's totally worth what I'm going through. With my contacts, I use this solution. This is not sponsored or anything like that, or it's not affiliated. This is just what I use, and soak it in one of these. The reason that the lid is red is because you can't put this directly in your eye. It has to soak in this. So you put your contacts, you put the solution in here, and then put each contact in here, and then this here at the bottom sort of it neutralizes it and gets like all the particles and dirt and dust and whatever could be in your contact. What is it called, like buildup, protein buildup, that sort of thing. So you have to soak them for at least 6 hours in this, and then I would take it out of here and rinse it with this and put it in my eye. It's a whole process, and it's one less step that I'm gonna have to do at nighttime before bed, and it's one thing I don't have to do in the morning in my morning routine as well. So that's a relief to not have to be able to do that. I used to use one of these containers, and you would just put this regular solution in each little cup and soak your contacts. And I just found that my eyes were getting dry, like itchy and dry, and it always felt like there was something in it. So I switched to this, gosh, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. I've been using one of these. Anyways, I don't have a whole lot of solution left in here, which is good because this can get expensive. I used to buy this at Walmart. I believe it was about $13 for 2 when it's on sale, and the bottle lasts about a month. And then this lasts a little bit longer. I think this is $6 or $7, and that lasts usually like a couple months. Glasses, when I first started wearing glasses, would have been 1994, I would get my glasses from the optometrist, and I remember them being so expensive, $500, $600, $700. I think the most I ever paid was $600 for a pair of glasses. And now there's many websites where you can get glasses for super cheap, which is great. That's where I got these from, one of the like discount online stores. And the only thing is you can't try them on. You can like upload a picture of yourself and then put the glasses on, but it's not the same. But I'm quite happy with these. I like these glasses a lot. I get a lot of compliments on them, and I feel good in them, which is good because I have to wear them full time, except for the sliding down, but I'm not even going to bother fixing that because I'm not going to need them pretty soon. So that's my story, and the next video that I will be filming, I will be heading off to my pre-op appointment, and yes, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm going to let you know everything that I'm going through, that I'm feeling, how exactly what's entailed in the procedure, which I already know. Like I said, I watched videos and of course talked to my eye doctor and the doctor who's doing my surgery, and you've taken all the steps and done all the research that I need to do. So this is my experience. So I'll see you soon for my pre-op. All right, guys, I'm sorry about the weird angle of this one, but I am driving, and this is the best that I can do with how my phone is positioned. Okay, so I'm off to my pre-op appointment. It's been 2 weeks since I made the last video. I'm actually off to the mechanic. I'm supposed to have a driver for this appointment, but I live a half an hour, at least, actually no, a half an hour from town, about 40 minutes away from the LASIK office. So to coordinate a ride was kind of challenging. So I'm off to the mechanic because I'm also having some car issues. So not only am I nervous and a little bit stressed about this appointment, it's just the pre-op. I know it's fine, but still, it's just getting closer to the date, so I'm just thinking about it a lot more. But I'm also having car problems, so I'm on my way to the mechanic. The plan for the day is I'm going to drop my car off. They're going to have a look at it. I'm going to sit there and wait. I'm going to edit some videos while I'm doing that to make the most out of my time, because I could be sitting there for a couple hours. It's 11 a.m. and my LASIK pre-op appointment is at 1, so I have to sit there for a bit. Unless they can work on it, which would be great. If they work on my car and fix it and I have it all done, that would be so perfect. If not, I just have to leave it at the mechanic, pick it up tomorrow, I guess, because I also have to work tomorrow morning. So the logistics of all of this is been stressing me out, I think, a little bit more than the actual appointment, because I just recently moved, so I lived in the town where the LASIK office is. It would have been 10 times easier, but I'm further away now. But either way, it is what it is. Getting it done. So I will check in with you after my appointment, talk about how that went and what drugs they prescribed me. I'm sorry if the sound on here isn't so good. I'm trying to speak as loudly and clearly as possible, but my car does make a lot of noises. So while I'm driving, you know, you might hear some clunking and clanking and noisy old car sounds. Instead of using the money to get a new car, I'm using it for my eyes. I actually think that that's a better deal. Anywho, I'll check in a few hours. So I've just arrived home from my pre-op appointment, and my eyes feel blurry, a little bit blurry, and I notice in bright light they feel a little bit sensitive. Right now I'm in a room where the lighting is like a yellow light, so it's not that bright. So sorry if the lighting is not good here, but the bright lights kind of are bothering my eyes, and because he put drops in one in each of my eyes, and it kind of made them sting a little bit. And I also noticed that my pupils, especially this one, this pupil is like bigger than that one, and this eye feels much blurrier, so that feels kind of weird. I got a bunch of instructions of what I need to do the day of. I have to bring my prescribed medication, which is Ativan, and the prescribed drops, and a pair of non-prescription sunglasses next Friday on my surgery date. I went to the pharmacy to fill my prescription, and it's going to take 45 minutes, so I need to go back into town tomorrow anyways, so to get my car, which is still at the mechanic, that they couldn't, it needs a new part that they couldn't get, I couldn't service it, so that's the whole other thing that I feel like now is weighing on my mind more than the surgery, because the surgery is getting closer, and I'm already this far ahead, and I've already committed, so there's no turning back. But anyways, I did not pick up my prescriptions at the pharmacy because I didn't want to wait 45 minutes, so I'll get those in the morning, and then I'll have to start taking the drops on next Thursday. Okay, so my next video will be on my way to surgery. Today is the day. I'm rocking this bun hairstyle. So the instructions that I got was put my hair up in a bun at the very top of my head, or 2 braids at the side. Anything where the back of my head is flat, because I'm gonna be lying down. They also said don't wear a hoodie, so I'm wearing this very comfy lounge. It's almost like a pajama shirt, but I don't care. It has a little pocket and it's very comfortable. And I'm wearing track pants. And I thought about doing the braids, but I know that they're gonna put one of those like surgical caps on my head, so I thought that this would probably be better than trying to get the braids like in the cap. So this is what I decided to do. It kind of feels weird. It's pulling a little bit at the side, and I feel like after I get up from lying down, it's probably gonna fall out, so I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna take my hair out when I'm done. Anyways, I did pick up my meds the next day after I filmed the last video. I'm gonna go grab them. So I have moxifloxacin, and I got tevaprednisolone. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. And one of them I have to take 4 times a day, and the other one every 2 hours. So I had to work yesterday, so I was setting my alarm every 2 hours to remind me that I needed to take that. And I took it this morning as well, and I'm supposed to take them again at 12, but I will probably be in the office by then, and they said just stop taking them, like up until my appointment. It's hard for me to get my words out because I'm really I'm thinking and I'm really nervous. I also have lorazepam, and these are like anti-anxiety pills. I normally don't eat until 12 or 1 in the afternoon, but I did eat this morning because I'm not sure if these are going to mess with my stomach. So I ate just in case. And they are this big. I've never seen a pill so small. Anywho, they told me not to take these until I arrive at the office at 1. Maybe I'm supposed to take 1 to calm my anxiety before the procedure. When I take the second one, I have no idea. This morning, I washed my face with soap and water as instructed. And I normally put moisturizer on, but I didn't. I didn't even think to ask. I don't know why. I should have. My skin gets so dry. So right now it's just feel red and patchy and feeling kind of itchy. So I'm gonna bring some lotion, and after the procedure, I'm just gonna put lotion on. I'm sure I'll be fine. I'll ask them, but I mean, it's after anyways, and I just want, you know, to kind of get rid of the dryness. So I'm bringing my meds to my appointment today. I'm driving into town. I'm about 35 to 40 minutes away from the office. I'm driving into town. John is meeting me in town, and he's taking me to and from the appointment. And I'm leaving my car in town. They also told me to bring my meds and non-prescription sunglasses, so that's what I'm going to be bringing. The next video will be me in the car on the way to my appointment. I also am not wearing any makeup, obviously, and no jewelry, and no perfume. So we'll see you soon. Okay, so John is with me. I'm about 5 minutes away from the office. One thing I forgot to mention in my last video was I noticed when I take these drops, these eye drops, that I get drip in the back of my throat, which I find kind of weird, but it's like almost tastes like chewing Tylenol. It's like this chalky, sour drip at the back of my throat, and it's really gross. And I just took some drops now, and I was feeling this for about 5-10 minutes after I took the drops yesterday, so I was trying to wash that taste down, but that's one thing that I noticed that they didn't warn me about. I find it kind of odd that eye drops would give drip, but it is what it is. Drops are giving drip. I'm not going to be taking my phone into the office because this is a small town and it's not really socially acceptable here to do stuff like that. I've watched certain videos where women have got this done in LA and they bring their phone in and, you know, they actually go in with their phone, which I find odd because I'm not allowed to take my phone into the operating room. I won't be taking it into the office with me. It's just different here. People don't, you know, do stuff like that, and it's not like an influencer type town. Anywho, so my next one will be leaving the office. All right. This is the best that I'm gonna get for lighting because bright lights I find really really bright. So like driving home, even the snow, I had to keep my eyes closed because of the white snow. My eyes couldn't adjust. It was just like, felt kind of like my eyes were burning when I was looking at snow or anything bright, the lights in the office. So I wore my sunglasses, and then before my procedure they gave me these sexy glasses, and I have to wear these to bed for the next 3 nights. And they recommend if I want I can wear them for a week to bed. I don't know, I don't want to rub or scratch my eyes, so I'll probably wear them for a while. Don't know, I haven't actually looked at my eyeballs, so I don't know how red they are. I think it's probably hard to tell. I can film tomorrow in brighter conditions, and then we can go from there. And right after, my eyes were burning so much, so they put more numbing drops in my eyes, which really helped. And the lorazepam did not, I feel sleepy. I don't know if that's from the lorazepam, but it didn't calm my nerves. It didn't make me feel less anxious. My heart was beating really, really super fast, especially when they were putting me, lying me on the table and putting me under the machines. And I can't even talk about the procedure right now because I'm just feeling so out of it. And it was like, oh my gosh, it was just so weird. I didn't like it. I didn't like what was happening. I'm gonna try and have a nap and continue this conversation later. I just woke up from my nap, and I think I napped for about 3 hours, and I don't know, it's hard to see. Everything's really blurry and the lights are like super bright. Like anything that's a light is like, I see like a halo around it, which I've never seen before. I don't know if my eyes are red. Do they look red? It's hard to tell because I can't really see. I feel like they are. They feel a little bit gritty, but not too bad. I don't think I need to take drops yet. I only have a few until tomorrow. They only had like a few. Their shipment didn't come in, and they only have like a few like little, I should show you, but I don't feel like getting up. I'm so tired. I'll show you tomorrow. Anyway, so I have a few of those. Excuse me. And tomorrow morning I have to go in for my post-op appointment. Okay, that arm is getting sore, so I'm gonna hold it like this. My selfie stick is in the car, which keeps everything straight. Sorry guys. Let's do a little better here. There we go. And I'm just going to, she said that I could watch a movie tonight, so I might just watch a movie because I already slept for 3 hours and I want to be sleepy for tonight. I don't want to just toss and turn in bed, so I'll probably will watch a movie tonight. I'm going to eat soon. I'm pretty hungry. And then I will check in with you tomorrow. Okay, it just took me way too long to figure out my tripod just now. I had my phone case on my phone, and whenever I do, it's just way too heavy for my tripod, and it was not standing up, and it was really annoying me. Anyways, I figured it out. So we are on the next day. I have an appointment at 11:20. It is, I think it's 7:45 right now. I got up around 10 after 7. I went to bed at 10:30. I had a 3-hour nap yesterday. When I got home, I slept for 3 hours, so that was great. And I got up and I did all of my drops and stayed up, and I watched a movie because they told me that I can watch a movie. I said, what can I do tonight? I don't want to be too bored. So I watched a movie. I watched the Barbie movie. I don't know. I didn't care for it. We're not talking about the Barbie movie right now. We're talking about my eyes. So I won't go into detail about that. And then I woke up at 7:10, like I said, 7:15, something like that. I'm having a coffee. My eyes felt fine when I woke up, like nothing had happened. They're not burning, they're not itchy, they're not dry. And it's dark out. It's dark-ish out. The sun is rising, but I'm looking across the street. There's a stop sign, and I can read the stop sign. And I can see the house way on the other side of the street. It's like maybe 40 feet away, 50 feet away. I can see that house. When I got up and I walked out of my bedroom, I could look across the kitchen and see into the living room. And that was like, whoa, everything was crisp. Like I could see my plants, I could see my turtle in his aquarium, and that was very cool. So my eyes are still a little bit red, I think. And I have my appointment and they'll check things out, but I think things look pretty good. I feel good. My eyes feel fine. This one does feel a little bit, I want to say dry at times, but this is the one that hurt when I was getting the procedure. Like it burned. I'll talk about that after. I'm still a little bit traumatized. I don't want to talk about the procedure right now. I just want to get through the day. I have today off, I have tomorrow off, and then Monday I have an appointment, which I'm going to go to. I'm going to drive myself to that appointment, like a regular appointment and not a related appointment. So yeah, day after, feeling good, got a lot of rest, and I'll check in tomorrow. Hi everyone, it's been 2 days since my procedure. It is Sunday. I had it done on Friday. I was thinking of making some notes for this video so I can get all my thoughts together, but I thought I'm just gonna shoot it and try to remember everything that I want to say. My vision, let's start with my vision. So I had my appointment yesterday and they did a test, and the coordinator told me that my vision is 20/20. That was at 11 o'clock in the morning. My procedure was the day before at 2. So not even 24 hours later, my vision was already 20/20, which I'm super excited about. And she said that it's only going to get crisper and sharper from here on. So that's fantastic. I haven't really had a whole lot of dryness. I'm taking my eye drops every 2 hours as instructed. In one of my videos that I was watching, I said that I would show you the little samples of eye drops. It says Refresh Plus on here. This is what they had given me, the little samples. And today John is gonna buy me, I haven't gone out, I don't have my car here because as you've seen in my last videos, I dropped my car off. It's in town, I haven't had it for days. So he's gonna pick up some of these drops for me because they do get dry every now and then, and I just want to keep them lubricated. Even if I don't feel dryness, I want to constantly keep them lubricated. So I'm gonna pick up drops and use them as I think necessary. I'm actually going to insert a video here that I don't really remember filming. I know that I dropped my phone. I use my phone for filming, and I know that I dropped it at one point and it was kind of funny. You can like see me dropping it, but also it is the most unflattering angle. I know I'm a plus size woman, I'm larger, I know that, but there are some angles that are better than others. There's some clothing that is better than others. And in this one, it's just kind of like like this, holding my phone. And the reason that I'm holding it is because my tripod was in the car. I was tired, I was confused, I was on the lorazepam that they gave me. So yeah, I second guessed myself. I thought, I'm not even gonna put this in, this is so terrible. And I actually forgot filming it. And I did watch it the next day, and I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna put it in because it is me in my raw form. It's a very honest video about how I felt and what was going on. And I said that I wasn't gonna talk about the procedure until later when I was more clear-headed, but I decided that I was gonna talk about it. So here we go. Sorry, I almost dropped my phone. Okay. Everything goes like black when he puts the suction thing on, and then everything goes super blurry when he moves the flap, and then when he puts the flap back on, it's almost like you can see clearly. It's weird. It was freaking me out. My heart was beating so fast, and they gave me a squeeze ball and I was squeezing the shit out of it. And then I thought, oh my God, like, and it kind of stung too. And I could feel things poking my eye. It said, you can't feel it and it doesn't hurt, but my eye was stinging. This eye was stinging. And then they were like, okay, we're now done. We're going to the next side. And I was like, oh my God, one more eye. I almost cried. And then maybe I did cry. I don't know. I wouldn't even know because of all the lights. And it was so like theatrical. What's the word I'm looking for? So dramatic. And then they moved on to the next eye, and it wasn't as bad at all. It seemed quick, and it was like, okay, good, it's over. They did all the same things. But did I like it? Was it easy and painless? Not really. Talk more about it when I'm not dropping my phone and I'm way less sleepy. And it's funny that I called it theatrical and dramatic when that's exactly how I was acting in that video. But that is really how it felt. That's how I felt about it, and that's how it felt. And really, I can go over it again. So I go into the room and I sit down on the bed. She told me sit here and she's gonna put iodine on my eyes. So I sat there, she put iodine on my eyes, and then she told me to lie down. Well, before I lied down, she gave me a squeeze ball. And I thought, oh my goodness, like, do I really need this like squeeze ball? Is it that terrible? So that gave me more anxiety. And by the way, the lorazepam did not calm my anxiety. It just made me sleepy. So I grabbed the ball and I lied down, and I had to adjust, like a little bit towards me, more towards me. Nope, a little bit more this way, just an inch this way. So I was like constantly just going back and forth on the operating table. So I lied down, and my eye, he put something over my eye to hold my eyelashes up on the top and the bottom. And he didn't patch this eye, which I thought that he would patch one eye while he was working on the other eye, but he didn't do that. So he put the tape or whatever it was on my eyelashes, and then he put it's like a device that holds your eyeball in place so that they could work on the eye. And before the procedure, the coordinator told me that that was 11 seconds and that was the worst part. That was not the worst part, by the way. So it feels like pressure when he puts that on, and it kind of sucks. And then he didn't talk about what he was doing, or maybe he did, but it was so loud. There was machines buzzing. Oh, and also when I was sitting up, there was another gentleman in the room, and he said, "Hi, Loretta, my name is blah, blah, blah." I don't remember. And I just want to let you know that I'm here if you hear another voice, and I'm going to be, counting down numbers. And I said, okay. Like, I wasn't even thinking about this other person in the room or that person. I was just thinking about my own, myself. So they lied me down and did all that stuff. And then they put this little machine over my head. It's bright. My heart was beating so fast. It was like, and that's all I could think about was my super fast heartbeat. And I know that my breathing, like I was trying so hard just to like breathe. And then this light does some ticking thing and does what it does. And then all of a sudden I see like this instrument like moving around in my eyeball. It was like, and then all of a sudden everything went blurry, just completely blurry. And then they rolled me over to another machine, and then I stared at the light, and I heard a tick, 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 tick sound, and I smelt like a burning, and he already told me that I was gonna smell this smell. So I smelt the burning, or whatever it was, I guess the laser doing its thing. And then he brought me back and fiddled around with the flap, and all of a sudden, so I saw blurry, I saw nothing. All of a sudden he puts the flap over, and all I could see was clear. So it was like I saw nothing, and then I saw perfectly clear. It was so weird. And the whole like it's ticking around with my eye, it's very hard to explain, because the second eye didn't feel that way at all. The second eye was sort of like, oh, this is happening, but I couldn't feel it. And it didn't hurt, but I did feel the instrument in my eye, and this eye was burning a lot. Worked on this eye first, and it just burned. So then I was like, he's like, okay, we're done with the first eye, we're gonna do the second eye. And all I can think was, oh my God, I have to go through this all over again with the second eye. This was all of maybe 5 minutes, and it felt like 5 hours. Like it was just like almost traumatizing without trying to be too dramatic. So they worked on the other eye, and it was not as bad. Like I didn't have sensations or feelings. My heart wasn't racing as much. I was much calmer. Oh yes, and I should mention, he didn't cover each eye. So when he was working on this eye, I said, can I blink the other eye? And he goes, no, you can keep it open. But I didn't want to keep it open because I could also see what they were doing on this eye with this eye. I couldn't see it, but I could see it, and I could see things in the room, and I didn't want to see things. I just wanted it to be over. So everything happened, and he's like, okay, we're done. Everything was great. Everything worked. It's fantastic. And then he goes, you can sit up. So I sat up, and I was just dizzy. I was like, whoa, oh my goodness. So the other gentleman in the room, whose name I can't remember, who told me that he was there and things were happening, he grabbed my arm and he said, okay, we're going to hold on to each other's elbow. Might feel some weird sensations in your body. And I'm like, oh yeah, to say the least. So he held onto my arm, and I held onto his arm, and he pulled me out of the room, and he was super kind. I really appreciated him. And I remember I looked over at the doctor, and I went, it's like, like, why did I do that? And so they took me into another room, and they said, you're just gonna sit here for a few minutes in the dark. And my eyes were just watering like crazy, and they were both burning. They took me into another room, and the coordinator came in, and she said, I'm gonna go call John and he can come in. So John came in, and he held my hand, and we just sat there. Well, they held my hand, and I don't remember anything that I said. I was just like, blah, 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 blah. And I told her that my eyes were really watering and I needed a tissue. No, I told John, a lot of it's a little bit blurry in my head. Told John that I needed a tissue, so he asked her, and she went and grabbed one for me, and then asked me if my eyes were okay, and I said they're really burning. So she put numbing drops in both of my eyes again, and that like made me feel so much better. And then I put on my sunglasses and we left, and I came home, and then those were the series of videos that I made. But I just thought that I should talk about the procedure when I'm more clear-headed rather than, and it's so weird and drama, oh my god, because I know that's how the last video was. Anyways, I'm gonna end this here. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me, and I'm going to post another video in a couple weeks and talk about how things are at that point. Okay, bye.